Welcome to Road to 10K Gems, a free to-play challenge in MTG Arena where the goal is to reach 10,000 gems without spending any real money. Will we make it? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this is going to be one heck of a ride. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you want to join me on this journey, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode. Let the journey begin.
Everyone, welcome to day 4. Hopefully we can finish the 10k gold today and then go for Premier Draft tomorrow. Let's see. So there's a rotation. When the old sets go out and the new sets come in. There's the rewards at day 29, I believe. Yeah, requests on colors, so I guess I'll keep, since they're all for the jumping colors, which is nice. Good trade for the 750, but let's keep the 500 ones. So the shop has no particularly good deals, so no bother. Don't need to bother with that. Today is Wednesday, so there's an event. This particular one, you only get lands, and you basically discard a card to create a creature based on the number of lands you have. I usually start with a single color because it might be useful if they have activated abilities, and usually just start on 2 or 3 lands. There's not much point in starting at 1 land only because the creatures that come out are not particularly good and you waste a land, so it's like lackluster. So I'll try to get all 5 colors, and after 3rd land I'll start to create something. With a 3, start the card, create a creature. Okay, we do have lands, that's for sure, so landfall is useful, although not the best, I guess, since you can't block. But it does give +1/+1 to the other creatures as well, which is nice. Okay, cool. This one gets stronger the more cards I have in hand. Bad luck. Okay, cool. So if I do a land, it loses 1 attack, but getting 1 attack from the other mouse. Okay, so we can double block, which is not ideal. Get a little bit weaker. Oh, okay, cool. Effect. Nice. Trade for the Bellas. In fact, does create poison counters equals to the damage, which is nice. I'll trade for the Bellas. It doesn't trade. Okay, cool. But with flying, couldn't do ace, but that's why we usually get 1 color each. As in this case with the black source, an extra black source, which we usually don't get because we always want to maximize the lands we use. But it could create an ace creature, which is nice. No point in blocking here. Just being by air. If he doesn't have any reachers or flyers. Good. Oh, lovely. Okay, cool. So the landfall trigger doesn't happen now on the next one. But yeah, should 6. Also another attack, even if he kills every creature I have except this one, I still win. And that's not too much. Block, I'll just at 6. You probably should have attacked with everything. Of course, a couple of blocks, but even then, I'm sure it was helpful. We'll still do this. Just create a creature. Probably not the greatest idea, because if it had created a Leviathan that bounces everything, I would have lost. But would have lost, no, but would make it harder since I had little this turn. Yeah. I should have just attacked. One down. Okay. These events are nice because they give you cards, and sometimes not designs, different design for the cards. Mixing the word. But that's pretty much it. Okay, starts with Funlander. Prowess. Like I said, it's just the 1/2, doesn't have spells in this matchup, so it will be forever just a 1/2. Not terrible, but it's not exactly useful to lose a card for that, in my opinion at least. I'll just do it at round 3, so I can now block everything he plays, which is nice. Not to place, whatever he attacks with. Okay, 3/1 that creates a 1/1, not terrible. I'll just kill one of them. Now I have more cards in hand, more lands, some 3 advantages, vintage, yeah. Indeed, just lost 2 cards for the 1 and 2 drop that didn't actually do anything. Yeah. Cool, for 3 flying, that's nothing. Okay, let's see what you get. Okay. Oh, that one has to connect. Strikes against the 1/3. And now, the problem here is that the 4/3 that has the activated ability usually doesn't use the activated ability, since you usually use the mana to create more creatures here. But yeah. So I can attack with a 4/4, but I don't really want to. I would prefer to block the 4/3. Otherwise, you can start doing damage. Just that not ideal for him. Okay, the 5/5 can be traded off, which is nice. But I'll just block the 3/1, block the 5/5 here, so I don't lose anything except drag. One creature. Okay, +1/+1. putting on 3/4 doesn't help much because it's a 5/5. 3/7, yeah, this is tricky. Can still attack as a flyer, which is nice. Now he has the final, so 7 lands for the next creature, and I can keep going for a while. And now he's forced to attack due to my creatures, is also nice. I'll just put the 3 damage still. Now everything he has to attack, so I can just eat some of them, hopefully, at least. Because, not hopefully, there's not much, like I said, combat tricks here, so he can't do actually much here. Yeah. Damage. Okay. So I finish with 8 lands, and he finishes with 7. He skips a turn. I can exile, but that one has ward, sadly, so this is all the 5/6. That's the damage. And he has to attack next turn either way, so only one blocker left. Okay, just a 4/4. Nice, because it deals double damage, but yeah, that shouldn't be enough either way. I will block to kill, although I will lose something, but yeah. I won't lose both of them, because it only does 10 damage. But yeah. Okay. Can still do another one just for kicks. Right, for Annihilator. Nice. But I can just attack with all. Yes, we can only block 1. Then here. Yeah. Still draw a couple of cards, which is nice. Okay, cool. Another one. The problem with this event is that it doesn't actually do many quests unless you have the destroy creature, opponent creatures, or if you have the playlands. Otherwise, it doesn't count as colors played when you create the creature, even if it's that color. So it doesn't work that much for quests, but it does work for the daily wins, which is nice. So we'll probably just finish the event and then go for champion again in order to complete the quests and hopefully get to 10k gold. So let's start at 3. Said before, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it is preferable. But a vigilance creature is amazing, especially when we can pass the 3/2. Oh, so it says good game, yeah. The vigilance 3/4 can just start dealing too much damage, I guess. The advantage of the first, which is nice. Okay, so like I said, a new car style. That's the name I was looking for. It's not design, it's style. So no quests, as you can see. So we'll go for jumping and see how it goes. Hopefully get enough gold for a premiere next time. So we're still playing with the artifact package. play, so we'll just stun it. So I'm guessing he has the birds deck, which is quite good actually. It has a lot of synergies and whatnot. Towers is a bit slow. Oh, okay. Birds and a Gigas. Not exactly the first choice, I guess I would think of. The birds. Now let's just go for the side quest. Hopefully it does something on the next turn. At least ramp me a bit. Oh, lovely. Okay, all the ramps. Okay. Okay, we can stun it as well. Yes. I'll just do a 3-3 that can block the 4-3. That's good. Yeah, should have probably went for the stun then. At least we get the ramp. Capland. Not ideal. Not ideal. 3-3. Can block one of them at least. Huh. Turn one Chocobo. Not sure if this deck has something to remove enchantment, but I guess it doesn't need to. Oh, nice. All the ramp is okay, so now even if nothing, I can stun one with a 5-5, but that will mean nothing. Can make a 5-4 that can pop one, but then he'll use the food, but here, nice, but improvements, yeah, no. Okay. Because you would only attack with everything, even if I kill one, use the food to mitigate the 3 damage from the other one, I will still take Vexes. Yeah, Vertex. Quite nice and champion. Okay, I'll just speed up the games a bit, I guess. Okay, and we finished the quests, I think. Check. Alright, no more quests. 10k gold, which is nice. And see in the store. Still. 2 packs, can open them. What we get? One roll card. Okay, I think he's nice. Yeah, cool. And Regalia. So there's a nice combo with Tifa. But that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments whether if you have any thoughts or feedback on what I'm doing. And see you next time.